Breakfast is probably one of my most favorite meals, and that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna make biscuits on our flat top griddle. It's gonna be awesome, it's gonna be great. I get a lot of flack sometimes for using like a frozen biscuit or a canned biscuit. I've made homemade biscuits before, it's no big deal. We're gonna do it today because we're gonna squash them haters, okay? We're gonna squash them. So, smoked sausage biscuit on the Blackstone Griddle. Let's go, y'all, it's gonna be some good groceries. So biscuits is kind of, you know, like what's your preference for cars, trucks, whatever, Ford, Chevrolet. This is the way I make biscuits. This is the way my mama would make biscuits growing up. I do it a little bit differently, but the flour of choice is, I like to use a self-rising flour. It's got all of your leavening agents. It's got everything in it for you, and you don't have to add it. All right, to our bowl, we're gonna add 2 cups of self-rising flour. Here I am, I was a jackleg. Didn't bring a big 1 cup measuring spoon, so I just did, 8 1/4 cups. I can do a little bit of math. So as far as your fat, I like to use Crisco. It's what my mama used. You can use some butter as well. I will say one tip here is having cold ingredients really helps a lot. So if you do butter, sometimes people will put the butter in the freezer and grate the butter. That way your butter gets all little pieces, little granules. I just kind of, before we came out here, I put this vegetable oil, this shortening, I put it in the refrigerator just for a little bit to try to cool it off. Cool story about my mama, they never used a roller. They would do their biscuits by hand. It's one of the most amazing things. They'd have a big old, it's a Tupperware, it's one of them old things, older than me. And they just kept their flour in it, and they just need some every once in a while. They just add more flour, and they would just make the biscuits in the middle, put the cover on the flour, stick it back in the dang pantry. I wish I could do that. So after a little bit, I like to kind of come in with my hands and mix this up real well. You're looking for little pea-sized pebbles. What you're wanting to do is cut the flour into that fat. So to that, we like to use a little buttermilk, okay? State law. A lot of state laws in North Carolina. You want to shake it up too. Shake it up well. We're going to pour in 3/4 cup buttermilk. Right there. Right there. 3/4 cup buttermilk right there. We made a little well here in our bowl. I got a stinking mess around here too. The wind's blowing. I got this fan over here. It's hot as Hades. It's what, 9 o'clock in the dang morning. Now we're going to take our buttermilk, 3/4 cup, and we're going to pour it right into the middle of that flour and that fat, that vegetable oil, okay? I like to just take my fork, and then we just start just kind of working this in. Biscuits are delicate, y'all. It's kind of like myself. I'm kind of delicate too. So I'm just gonna work this in. So you can see kind of how tacky that right there is. That's perfect. We're gonna put it on our work surface now. It's all about them buttermilk biscuits. If you know, you know. Do you know? Let me know in the comments. So we're just gonna work this dough in, gently knead it. I mean, you really don't want much action. The more action, the less they got, like you know what I'm saying? We're going to fold this and knead it just a little bit until it's kind of come together to, well, maybe look like a biscuit. And then we're going to roll it out. And I got my special roller. That's perfect right there. Let me introduce you to my big old roller. Y'all don't get jealous over this thing. She's a big one. You want your biscuits to be nice and thick. And so I like about 3/4. This is my biscuit cutter here. That's about 1 inch. So not quite that height right there. Feel free to make them as big or as little as you like. But I'm gonna try to get a few biscuits out of this. So let's talk about our ring here. This is a little bit bigger biscuit ring than normal. I like to put a little bit of flour on it, helps it. Whenever you cut your biscuits, y'all, you don't want to twist it. You just want to go down, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to come here. That's about 1 biscuit. Boom. No twisting. All right, I'm going to get 3 biscuits maybe. So we got 2 nice big old biscuits here, and they're going to be very, very nice. Oh, that's going to be big. See those flakes? That's going to be layers right there, y'all. All right, we got those. Now, form the rest of this in as good as possible without over kneading. Everybody say it with me. Do not over knead. So this one, whenever we cook it, it's not gonna look as good as those, but it's okay. It needs loving, needs a little eating too. This one, I'm just gonna put inside of our ring and just make the best out of it I can to make it circular. There we go. She's gonna be kind of ugly. Our griddle's pre-warm, y'all. I got it on a low heat. For reference, I'll have my handy dandy thermometer here. We are about 300 degrees, give or take. Okay, that's perfect actually. We don't want this at a really high blazing speed because we're gonna put these right on the griddle top. This thing's 400 degrees, you put these biscuits on it, they're gonna be burnt and not gonna be good on the inside. So nice, low and slow, y'all. We're gonna grease this thing up a little bit, take you a little bit of oil. This is avocado, olive oil blend. A lot of people say, Hussey, why do you do avocado and olive oil blend? And I say, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Avocado oil has a little higher smoke point. Olive oil is just really good to use, real light. It's not extra virgin, it's just olive oil. Really light, and it just kind of works well. So it's kind of the high smoke point of the avocado oil along with the olive oil that don't have high smoke point. I just feel like it's a good marry. That's all. Got our biscuits. We're gonna lay these on our griddle top, right onto the top. Put them right kind of beside each other. That's gonna allow them to rise a little bit more. We're gonna take our nice big old handy dandy dome. Can also be a shield if you want. Whatever you wanna do, we're gonna cover it. We're gonna let this go for about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And then we're gonna flip them. We're gonna see what they look like, cook them on the other side. So I'm gonna clean up right here. I'm gonna show you what's next. Hey, appreciate you watching thus far. If you don't mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I sure would like it. And if you don't mind, leave me a comment. I'd like to interact with you. So this was a smoked sausage, or really this is Red Hots. This is from Bright Leaf down in eastern North Carolina. If you know anything about hot dogs, that kind of thing, you know about Bright Leaf hot dogs. Well, these Red Hots right here are really good. Some people are gonna be negative about it, but that's okay. You know, just kick them out of your life. You don't need that negativity, all right? And a smoked sausage biscuit is pretty common in North Carolina. We're gonna feature it here. So we got 4 of these Red Hots, Bright Leaf Red Hots. Man, they're good. You can eat these right out of the package if you want. You're probably saying, how do you put this on a biscuit, Hussey? Well, I got news for you. So we come here and we're just gonna split these hot dogs kind of in half, but not all the way through. And we're gonna lay that sucker down right on the griddle. It's gonna get a nice char on it. It's just gonna be good groceries. What we got, 4? 4 biscuits? 4 biscuits. Jacob said 4 biscuits. No bacon today. No bacon, Jacob. Jacob likes bacon, y'all. Not. Jacob don't like bacon. I think you like sausage, don't you, Jacob? He nodded, yeah, he likes Jacob. He likes it. All right, there we go. So we got our smoked sausage here, ready. We're gonna come over to the griddle. We're gonna fry these up. All right, got our griddle pre-warmed, slow heat. Same thing, we just want this to go kind of low and slow, real low and slow, but you know, a 350 degree, that's fine. We're gonna come over here, we'll lay those down. To ensure that our sausages get maximum contact patch, we're gonna lay our big press down onto this. You can use whatever you want. You can use a cast iron pan, whatever you got. We're gonna let that cook a couple minutes. Again, it's going on low heat, 300, 350 degrees, something like that. We got those sausages rocking. Let's check on our biscuits. They're starting to rise a little bit. Nope, they're not ready yet. Still a little light. So we're just gonna let those go another couple minutes. We're gonna check on them, okay? So it's really been about 2 minutes since we put them down. Our Red Hots, I believe, need to be flipped. You see these, it's kind of flipped out. That's when you know. So oh boy. Yeah, oh boy, look at that. That's what you want. That color's flavor. We'll put this on that side. Check on our biscuits now. Let's see what we got. They look good. Let's flip these over. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Tell you what, I'll put these right next to one another. There we go. I told you that right there, looking a little janky, but that's okay. Janky's all right, and janky eats just fine. We might need to put a little bit of oil down just to get it a little wet, a little moist. What I also like to do is butter the tops of these. Just kind of get the butter a little softened. Just come in here, work some butter on there. I think I did the same thing I did last time when I made biscuits, y'all, and I cut them just a little bit too narrow again. I need to do better about that. But that's all right, they're gonna eat great. Our little Red Hots, perfect. We'll put these on a plate. Just gonna wait for them biscuits. We're gonna fry an egg, go on them suckers too. We're gonna let these biscuits go for about 3 more minutes. Don't go anywhere, about to build a nice biscuit, all right? All right, it's been about 3 minutes, y'all. Let's check on these biscuits. Woo! I believe they're done. The second side generally don't get as much color as the first side. Don't really know why. And you're going straight onto the griddle, but these are done. We're gonna put these over on our cutting board. We're gonna let them rest for a little bit because we gotta cook our eggs. And for our eggs, I like to come in with some butter. Our griddle top, I actually just turned it off because it's kind of hot. And for eggs, you don't want that hot. We're just gonna do a fried egg. Gonna have a little runny, a little bit of runny. Season these eggs up, y'all. A little salt, a little pepper. Trick of the trade right here. You see right here, this is kind of a pulled up. Take your spatula and just work it around that to try and break it up. That'll help get that cooked. All right, we're gonna let this go. We'll make sure this is nice and cooked, and we're gonna build our biscuits. That's serious right there. That was about a serious offense right there. I about forgot the mayonnaise. Whew, I'm glad I remembered. Could have been bad, real bad. While these eggs are going, we're gonna come in and build our biscuits, get our biscuits ready. So we're just gonna slice this in half. Oh man, look at that. That is a pretty biscuit. Truth be told, I really don't like a really big biscuit anyway, really tall. So this is actually gonna be perfect. Okay, let's build this janky one too. Might be a little crumbly on me, but that's okay. There we go. Right, mayonnaise. State law, even on a biscuit, y'all. All right, we got mayonnaise. Got our mayonnaise down. I wanna take this time and opportunity. We gotta have some cheese on this also. American cheese, also state law. Some people's gonna have issues with that, but that's okay. I'm gonna put our sausages back onto the griddle, and I'm doing this so that I can get the cheese melted, y'all. And I'm gonna take my egg, and I'm gonna lay it over each piece of sausage. Take our cheese, lay over that. Can't wait for this, boys. That cheese is gonna finish melting. We're gonna take our sausage, our egg, and our cheese. We're gonna put it on each one of our biscuits. Oh yeah, boys. Boy's about to get right here in a minute. And lay that on top. There we are. Red hot egg, cheese, biscuit. Sausage, egg, and cheese. Smoked sausage, whatever you wanna call it. On the Blackstone Griddle. It's done. Guys, I'm ready to try this biscuit. First things first, whoo doggies. Ain't nothing like a bright leaf hot dog, red hot, and an ice cold cherry wine. Just goes hand in hand. Ah, it's a must. All right, guys, well, give us a try. Maggie girl, where you been? She's been upstairs. I don't even have her mic'd up. Come here, girl. There you go. Man, that biscuit's good. That bright leaf, red hot, it is so good. Look at that. It's got all that like nice redness color. I don't know what that red is, but yeah, it's flavor. That biscuit's right. The exterior, very, very nice. Hard. Interior, soft. The egg's nice. The cheese is nice. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So good. Hey, watch this video right here. I guarantee you're gonna love it.